Power English.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kristen Cho.
And I'm Cameron Word.
Yes, we are starting a brand new week here at Power English. And we've got a new food topic.
Yeah, it's about New York.
Okay.
Food.
New York's best food. I'm always fascinated with New York.
Yeah?
I think everybody, I'd like to know, what's going on. I like to look at the real estate, even though I can't afford it.
It's so expensive.
I love the real estate shows. They've got several shows, and you see these $36 million penthouses.
Yeah.
It's just a whole nother world.
It really is.
It really is. And I like to escape.
It's true. Imagine.
Yeah.
What would my life be like if I had $50 billion?
Right. And the thing about New York is that it's so culturally diverse.
Yeah. I think as far as in the U.S., whenever immigrants were coming from different countries, for a long time, New York is where they went, right?
Yeah, that was the first stop. Yeah.
Yeah. So, especially the immigrants from Europe, Italians,
Right.
Irish people.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Polish people.
That's right.
They were going into New York and
York.
maybe the surrounding areas.
Right.
I think if you think of other ethnicities, California, I think got a lot of from East Asians, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So,
we got a lot of Asians. We've got Mexico.
Yeah.
We've got from South America.
So
right.
depending on where you are in the country, there are different influences.
It's so true.
But because of that, the food in these areas are different. And New York is known for having a lot of really good food.
That's right. So the subtitle is People Come From Far and Wide. So if people come from far and wide, where are they coming from?
They're coming from everywhere.
Yeah.
Not just nearby, but maybe several states away.
Yes.
Maybe from another country.
Right. Okay, so we're going to explore everything about New York and the food scene this month. Exciting. How about if you pull someone's leg?
You're kind of playing with them. You're tricking them. Maybe you're teasing them a little bit.
Yeah.
Just those little lies you say to your friend just as a joke.
Right. If you let someone down.
You're disappointing them.
Oh.
I had expectations for you.
Yeah.
And
you let me down.
You didn't meet them.
Ooh, I almost feel that's scarier to say than I'm angry with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's oh, you let me down. Oh, that feels more serious.
Right. It's when your mom says, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Oh, ouch. Ouch. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's listen to our dialogue.
I'm so excited to be in New York. People come from far and wide just to eat the amazing food here.
I thought you came here to see me, not go on a foodie tour.
Of course I'm here to see you. You're my best friend.
I'm just pulling your leg. I have my list of favorite places to eat that I'll take you to in the next 2 weeks.
I knew you wouldn't let me down. Where to first?
Midtown. I hope you're ready for the best pizza ever.
Okay, you can find our power dialogue on page 14. Christina begins, I'm so excited to be in New York. People come from far and wide just to eat the amazing food here. Okay, so people come from where?
Far and wide.
Yeah.
So it means far places and from a wide range of places.
Yeah.
Right? So basically saying everywhere.
Everywhere.
Right?
Yeah. Now, Cameron, you recently went to New York about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did you think about the food?
It was okay. No, there were some great things. So New York pizza is nice. New York is also known for sandwiches, and they had some good sandwiches.
Oh, yes.
Cheesecake. It was all really good, but a lot of the things were things I wanted to eat one time.
Yeah.
And then didn't care about eating again.
Yeah. But I do have to say that the number of restaurants, really famous restaurants and delis and these ethnic foods, there's such a variety to choose from.
That is one thing, yes, to highlight. whatever country's food you want to eat.
You will find it there.
You will find so many options.
That's right.
In New York.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So what does Riley say?
I thought you came here to see me, not to go on a foodie tour.
Okay, so Riley is the friend in New York.
Yes.
And Riley is making a joke.
Yes.
Yeah. So I thought you came to see me, not to go on a foodie tour. Okay, foodie. We haven't used that word in a while. Foodie.
Yeah.
Foodie tour?
So everyone knows what a tour is. But a foodie is somewhat of a new term in the past 10-ish years.
Yes.
Yeah. And this is someone who likes food and likes special food.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily like luxury food and not just like going to Michelin star all the time,
right?
But like new and exciting food. And it's always looking at the hottest new restaurant in town,
right? Trying
these new exotic types of food.
Yes.
Yeah.
Foodie tour. And Christina says, of course I'm here to see you. You're my best friend. Okay.
And then Riley says, I'm just pulling your leg.
Okay.
I have my list of favorite places to eat that I'll take you to in the next 2 weeks.
Okay. So this is another way of saying, I'm just joking. I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I'm just pulling your leg.
What is there a difference or is it really the same?
There isn't a huge difference. I will say with like pulling your leg, it's almost always that you're lying as a joke.
Yeah.
Right? So here's like, I didn't come to see you. I came here for the food.
Yeah.
As in a way, like, it's mean as a joke. Like, not a super serious mean.
Right.
But, like, because you know it's a joke.
Yes.
But that is the feeling with pulling your leg.
Okay, so stop pulling my leg.
Quit lying to me.
Yeah, quit lying to me.
Quit being mean to me.
Yeah, that's right. I do feel like, I was just joking. I'm just kidding. It sounds a little bit lighter, more playful.
Yeah.
Whereas this is like a lie, but it's joking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a trick.
A trick.
You're trying to do.
Yes, yes. Okay, so Riley says, yeah, I have, a list of, good places to eat, and I'll take you in the next 2 weeks. So Riley or Christina is gonna be here for 2 weeks.
Yes.
In the next 2 weeks, in the next 2 months, this is our power pattern. In the next.
Yes.
Yeah.
So here the N is a little bit of an interesting phrasing here. So it's any time within the 2 weeks, right? Obviously, you can't take the person to every single restaurant in one day.
Right.
So over the course of these 2 weeks, they're going to be going to several different places.
Okay. In the next few days, we say too.
Right, in the next few days. So this is not giving a hard deadline. You're not saying 3 days later, this will happen. You're kind of saying, like sometime within this time frame.
That's right. So if it's 2 weeks, it's going to be in that time, in that 2 weeks.
Yes.
It's going to cover the 2 weeks.
Right.
Okay. Then Christina says,
I knew you wouldn't let me down. Where to first?
Okay. So I knew you wouldn't let me down. There's no disappointment, but why is she saying, you won't let me down. You wouldn't let me down.
Right. It means like, I always trust you. 역시. Like, there's that kind of feeling like, I know you.
Yeah.
You always, like, do the right thing.
That's right. That's how it's used in this context. Now, I knew you wouldn't let me down, and you can just memorize this.
Yes.
And it just means like, I can count on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what to do.
Right. But if you say, you let me down, that's like, you disappointed me.
Can't believe you.
Or sometimes we have people say, I won't let you down.
It means I will do it.
I will do it. Okay.
You can trust me.
You will not be disappointed.
Yes.
Okay. Where to first? And Riley says,
Midtown. I hope you're ready for the best pizza ever.
Okay. So we know about those famous New York pizzas, especially by the slice. And that slice is like 3 slices here in Korea.
Yeah, it's giant. It's thin, so you usually fold it.
Yeah, you fold it.
Into like a taco or like a sandwich.
Oh, sounds good.
And greasy.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's listen to the dialogue one more time.
I'm so excited to be in New York. People come from far and wide just to eat the amazing food here.
I thought you came here to see me, not go on a foodie tour.
Of course I'm here to see you. You're my best friend.
I'm just pulling your leg. I have my list of favorite places to eat that I'll take you to in the next 2 weeks.
I knew you wouldn't let me down. Where to first?
Midtown. I hope you're ready for the best pizza ever.
Okay, it's time for Power Note. We're on pages 16 and 17 of our Power English book. Now, if something or people come from far and wide, it means that they travel a great distance.
Yes.
Like they're coming from everywhere. Okay? What's so special about a bunch of cars half buried in the ground?
I don't know, but people come from far and wide to see the Cadillac Ranch.
Okay.
This is an attraction. Is it on Route 66? It's somewhere out west. Someone put cars in the ground.
Right.
And they're kind of sticking up out of the ground.
It could be Route 66.
Right?
Right.
And people just go to see it. It's a weird thing that people go to see.
But the thing is, people come from far and wide, meaning they're coming from New York. They're coming from France. It
Right.
could be from anywhere.
Yeah.
People come from far and wide to buy her cakes.
A famous bakery.
Oh, yeah.
There are a few famous bakeries. Yeah. Our AD for Evening Special. There's a famous bakery in Daejeon.
Yes.
He always brings us some food from it. It's very lovely.
Very, very sweet.
Yeah.
Very, very sweet. So, I guess it doesn't have to be international. It could be domestic.
Right.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be, people come far and wide for these cakes or for this bread or for this stock.
Yeah.
It could be just like, they're coming from Gyeonggi-do. They're coming from, different parts of Seoul. That
Right.
are far away.
I will say with this expression, it does, because of the size of Korea,
Yeah.
it probably does have to at least be all of Korea. Right?
Yes.
So if you're the size of the United States, far and wide could maybe be the entire state.
Yes.
So all over California.
Right.
All over Arkansas, where I'm from.
Yes.
But you could not go smaller than that, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
I agree.
So if the people are only coming from inside Seoul, for example, I don't think you can use this expression. The area that people are coming from has to be much bigger than that.
Okay. So back to the Cadillac Ranch.
Yes.
It is actually in Texas.
Ah.
And it's actually a public art installation and sculpture.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So it was done on purpose, obviously.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to our next expression, which is...
Pull one's leg.
Okay, so it's like, I'm kidding, but I'm kind of tricking you too.
Yeah, it's usually a joke or a trick that is based on a lie. And it's about like, I'm pulling your leg.
Yeah.
Or maybe, are you pulling my leg?
Yeah, because it's hard to believe. So you're pulling my leg, right?
Are you lying to me?
Yes, that's right.
But it's more playful than saying a lie, right? A lie can be very serious.
Right.
But pulling your leg is kind of a joke.
Are you joking? Are you playing? Are you joking with me? Okay. Julie said that her grandfather was an astronaut and has been to the moon.
She's just pulling your leg. Her grandfather is a potato farmer.
Okay.
Yeah. So
It's a
here,
lie.
she lied.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. It can be a fun
Just to be
joke.
fun.
Just to be fun.
Okay. My older brother was always pulling my leg when we were kids. Yeah, Mom's mad at you.
Why is she mad at me?
Well, because you messed up. What did I do? Yeah, that's kind of like pulling, someone's leg.
Or like, there's also the classic one, again, with like siblings, right?
Yeah.
Brothers and sisters. The older sibling telling the younger one that they're adopted. It's like, you know, you're not the real child.
Oh,
Like,
no.
Mom and Dad brought you home from the zoo. That sort of thing.
Oh, we can be so cruel.
It's so, you know, it's cute,
So mean.
you know,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because you're children, you believe it, and later you realize, oh, it was just
Yeah.
a silly joke.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, it's that type of pulling your leg. I like my grandfather
Uh-huh.
would pull my leg
Oh, really?
all the time.
How?
So there is a plant
Uh-huh.
called a money tree, and it's basically like the leaves are like a circle, so it looks like a coin.
Uh-huh.
So he would like have me pick some of them off
Uh-huh.
and bury them in the ground.
And what did he say?
And he was like, you know, if you water that, it'll turn into real money. So I was picking all of these leaves, digging holes and putting them in the ground and watering them. And I would like come and dig it up, and it was still, there was no money. Like it was an obvious lie.
He
But
was so pulling your leg.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a great story, Cam. Oh, the innocence of Cameron.
oh, goodness.
Okay. All right. How about let someone down?
disappointing them.
Disappointing them. Yeah. Why are you so upset, Jake?
We lost the game. I feel like I let the team down by missing the last shot.
Yeah, sure. Sometimes you can feel guilty for not making the shot, and then the whole team, you're letting down the whole team.
Yeah.
Let the coach,
Letting the coach down.
letting the coach down.
It's like, did you watch that movie, Mighty Ducks?
Yeah, a
the
long
hockey
time ago. Yeah.
And Emilio Estevez,
Yes.
the character, it was this, like, the championship.
Right.
And he missed the last goal. And, like, his whole character is like, man, I'm an awful hockey player.
How do you live with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. So, Jane had a terrible fear of letting anyone down.
Some people that feel that pressure, like they always need to help, they always need to perform at their highest.
Yeah.
Just like really,
Self.
do everything for everybody. And that can lead to burnout.
Yeah.
Right? If you're worried about letting people down all the time,
Yeah.
instead of being human.
Right.
Sometimes-
I like to be human.
Yeah.
I don't really care about letting people. I mean, I'm very polite, and I do the things that I need to do, but I don't worry about, what others think.
Yeah, having that healthy relationship with yourself where like you do your responsibilities, but you also make sure you don't go over your limit.
That's right.
Right?
Okay. Our power pattern is in the next 2 weeks, months, years. So within that time frame.
Yes.
We'll open a new cafe in the next 2 months.
But no exact date yet. He's taking me ring shopping in the next 2 weeks.
Okay. Exciting.
Gonna propose.
Okay. All right. Do check out the Power Vocab on your own. That's it for today. And thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.
See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.